How are you?
Hi.
There's everyone.
Lawrence.
There they go. And more. I think Google's really won with that little noise that it makes.
Yeah.
It's a real masterstroke.
So the screen changes when somebody talks, is that right?
No, when they think. When they want to ask a question, then it changes. So be careful with what you think, because it will take on.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing? Everyone pretend you're deaf and do like a deaf person wave to Wally, so everyone can see that everyone's all fine. Excellent. We got Wally here, and it's for this is the first ever hangout. This is with the Sydney Opera House and Gotye. And Wally, you're in quite an interesting space. It's your living room. I noticed you took the shirt that was drying down from behind you.
I did. I could put other things up instead.
There we go.
Sound card.
Is there anything? What else is cool around? Give us a brief tour of what's going on in your living room.
Tour. What have I got there? That's the third interview I've missed because the Google Hangout was delayed. Calling me there. So my publicist is going to have it. Apologise to a few people in Singapore.
Oh no.
That's there you go. Here's the fireplace. Oh, it's really good on a day like this. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What else is there here? My home piano. I can't really see what you guys are seeing, but
Nice. Fancy.
Here's the cotillion, which lives in my lounge room.
Oh wow.
Let me just get this mattress out of the way. Turn it on. Oh, here we go. You ready for this? Oh my god. Can you see that? Is that people taking photos? You should. That's one hunk of a man right there.
You don't need a stylist, you just need that book, Wally.
That's right. There it is. Barry Morgan.
The world of organs, he's made it into your
World
living room.
famous in Adelaide. So there's a little bit of my lounge room.
Now and then I think of all the times you screwed me over.
Fred Tortitos, who I produced the record with at one stage when we were struggling to decide on, we hadn't sort of even twigged and thought that Kimbra would be really great to ask to sing on the song. Frank just kept half jokingly but kind of seriously suggesting I really needed to get a guy vocalist on there. Just really mess him up, Wally. Go for it. You got to do it.
Well,
Get
Daryl
John
Braith.
Farnham in there.
John
Farnham will
Farnham.
really bring it home. He'll do it.
I wonder how many people wake up with Gautier's song stuck in their head.
Yeah. I've read people on Twitter saying they're setting it as their alarm tone, so you're setting yourself up there.
Exactly. Well, there's like Oliver Sacks wrote that book Musicophilia, which has a whole chapter on earworms and that sort of thing. Well, when you're writing an album, do you get melody ideas and stuff? Do you wake up with songs that don't exist stuck in your head?
I haven't had that Paul McCartney experience. Scrambled eggs yesterday, waking up with a song sort of fully formed in my brain. But I was definitely, one of the songs on the record, the backing vocal part, probably one of the main hooks in the song Save Me on the new album, came to me seemingly from nowhere while I was emptying the compost into the compost bin. I was kind of standing there and I was like, I don't know, it just seemed to come out of nowhere.
So we should, instead of you and me just banging on, we should open up to the people that have actually asked questions. And I'm going to go in order. Lawrence So is at the very top. Lawrence, what is it that you would like to say to Wally today and ask?
Hi, Wally.
Hello.
So, speaking of John Farnham, I woke up this morning with John Farnham's You're the Voice stuck in my head, which happens occasionally. So my question to you was, what was the last song that got stuck in your head, and what did you do about it?
What did I do about it? Not really sure. An album I guess I've been loving recently is the new Bon Iver record, and so parts of that record have kind of been cycling around, almost out of my control in my brain.
Hi, Wally. My question for you, I am obsessed with making mixtapes and mix CDs, and I was wondering what would be on your ultimate mixtape.
I think some of my favourite mixtapes I've made in the past have had some Kings of Convenience on there. Do you know their stuff?
I do, just some of it, not a lot of their stuff, but some.
Yeah. So I think I made a pretty sort of downbeat, rootsy, gentle kind of mixtape which had Kings of Convenience on it. I think had a Death Cab for Cutie song on it, which is basically just voice and guitar, and some some Simon and Garfunkel. I think it's only one of the album tracks off Bridge Over Troubled Water.
Nice mix.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was alright.
Change it up.
Okay, Gotye, I want you to be as honest as you can with this. If you weren't Gotye and you had nothing to do with him, What advice or feedback would you give to him, either on his music, his shows, or anything to do with him?
That's not too hard, really. You're just asking me to, tell you about all my scruples.
You can be negative, you can be positive. You just got to be honest.
Okay. Get a stylist, mate.
Is that it? Just get a stylist?
I don't know. What else?
Do you ever get a chance to actually look?
Depending on what song of mine you're listening to, it might be lighten up, mate.
All right,
Thanks,
well...
guys. Well, this has been strange and new, and it's been a pleasure to vibrate with you on these via these electronic means.
Everyone, wave goodbye to Wally Tobacco, a.k.a. Gotye. Thank you very much, dude.
See ya.
Thank you to the Sydney Opera House. Thanks, Anthony.
Cheers.
All right, guys. Thanks for everything.
Thank you.
Catch up, bye.
Bye.
Bye.